And welcome in once again back to Tarbell Pavilion for game number 2 of the doubleheader for the Garnet Tip-Off Classic. It is the second of 2. We saw an overtime win coming at the hands of Wesleyan, the Cardinals, 83-74, beating Haverford College. Well, we got 2 more teams to go, and it is the hosting Swarthmore College Garnet taking on the Bowdoin College Polar Bears. The Garnet, 22-6 last year, try to avenge losing in the first round to Keene State, 84-83. They started it earlier in the week. It was a win, beating Rowan 71-70. We'll get into that in a moment as starting lineups are being announced. Hello, everybody. Joe Stauffenberg here for the Garnet Sports Network. Should be a great game. The second half of this doubleheader. Bowdoin College, the Polar Bears, 12-14 last year, missing the postseason, 2-8 in conference play, taking on the receiving votes team in the Swarthmore College Garnet. Looking to get a win just like Wesleyan did earlier. They're going to get Wesleyan tomorrow. It's all about right now, though, this second half of the doubleheader. Let's go over starting lineups for each team. Up first for the Bowdoin College Polar Bears, Michael Simmons, Alex Harpern, James McGowan, and Fatty Achufusi, and Xander Workman. For Swarthmore College, Aiden Godfrey, Vinny D'Angelo, George Visconti, Colin Shaw, and Michael Caprice. Head coach for the Polar Bears, Alex Lloyd, in his second season at the helm. And Landry Kosmalski at the helm for Swarthmore College in his 11th season. We're underway here at Tarbell Pavilion for game number 2 of the first day of the Garnet Tip-Off Classic. Turn off and a great pass from the baseline. 3-pointer up, no good. From McGowan, here come the Garnet. Their first game, it was a win. A last-second shot gave Swarthmore their first win on their first game of the season. It was away in Glassboro, New Jersey at Esby Gym. And they look to open the season at home with the win. As that one, it's a layup, good up by Vinny D'Angelo. Visconti was the one who made the 3 with 19 seconds left, forced Rowan off of a bad shot as the first bucket is up and in for Xander Workman. Knotted up at 2, more than a minute into the first half. And a shot up, no good from D'Angelo, but he will go to the line. The junior guard from Aston, PA, just 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, Centennial Conference Rookie of the Year. Honorable mention that year on the Centennial Conference team at the end of the year, first team last season. We'll talk about last season a little bit as the shot is up and good. So only one of the 2 made free throws. Still got the job done to give the Garnet the lead. Last season was ranked at least as high as 8 in a D3 Hoops top 25 poll. A good alley-oop layup there for Xander Workman. He's got the 4 points for the Polar Bears so far. D'Angelo with it now. Will pass left. There's Shaw. 3 ball, no good. Got to the Centennial Conference Finals, lost to number 3 Johns Hopkins. Last couple of years, it's been either Swarthmore or Johns Hopkins taking that conference title. Didn't win the conference, however, still made the NCAA tournament, lost in the first round. That was their 4th NCAA appearance as a foul. There's a call going the other way. I think stepped out there. Good defense. Shows with what Swarthmore can do. They only averaged about 64 points given up on defense for the whole entire year. Backing him down, turning around, the layup just a little short. Colin Shaw could not get it in. It's a 4-3 lead for the Polar Bears. Could be more here, just a little long on the shot. It's a quick offensive rebound. They'll kick back out to the corner, and they'll reset with a fresh 20. Already at 11, though. Miscommunication there, I believe ran into his own guy, or it was just a trip, just incidental contact. However, they're going to come away with a shot and score. So here comes Swarthmore College looking for possibly a 3. D'Angelo. No, we'll kick it right over to Caprise. Shaw inside, backing down to defender. That's up and good. 6-5 a score. 16:35 remaining in the first half. So the first game of the year was a 71-70 win at Rowan. Visconti was 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A foul called on Xander Workman. Got all 6 points so far for the Polar Bears. Good fake there to get to Paquette. Going right side and up and in. The prize is up and good. Quick handoff there, got it to McGowan, who got his obviously first start in the first game this year. Got 13 starts last season. Kicked out, 3 ball. That one does not go. McGowan again with a shot. So here's Paquette. Pass right side. Shaw, who we saw a lot getting the ball just this past few minutes, decided not to go inside with it. Prize backing his defender down. Offensive rebound, Corzine, and could not get it there. It is a 1-point lead by the Garnet. We did see an overtime finish in the first game. 3 ball taken from the corner, no good. Both teams trying to just find their way into the game. The best shooting so far, but who needs the shooting when you can just lay it up? The easiest shot is anything closest to the basket. And it's a 3-point lead for Swarthmore. Looking for some space inside and didn't need to go far from the basket there. Xander Workman again. He's got all 8 points so far for the Polar Bears. Bowdoin, some good defense. Pass over. Is Shaw looking inside, and instead of backing in his defender, decides to take the shot. It's not only with the shot, but has that ability to really back down his defender. A packed part of the pavilion where right now the Polar Bears are shooting, assuming with Swarthmore fans. Over to the left side is Shaw, as he'll take a small screen. Instead, he'll pass it. That's right side to Caprise. Thought about a three is Mulvey. He got the start in the last game at Rowan. Shows what he can do coming off the bench. The bench presence of D'Angelo this game instead of Mulvey. Mulvey will make his first shot, three-pointer, and then responding right away, James McGowan with a three-pointer. Leads back at 11. Under 13 left to go in the first half. Here is Paquette. Right side. Just trying to stay outside that three-point arc. Really didn't dribble until getting in there. And that's going to be an and one for George Corzine. Backed in his defender, came in with a swat. Got the foul, got one more now. The senior from Nashville, Tennessee. 2+ seasons, has appeared in 39 games. Started 10 last season, averaged about 6 points. And he has one more coming up in just a moment. 6'7" forward. And it goes in. Last season, team shot about 76% from the free throw line. Here's now a screen. It was Logue who came in for the first time today, and a three ball swooshed down from Jaden Hill, the freshman from Boston, Massachusetts. Gets his first collegiate points for the Polar Bears. Bowdoin down 3 after Jaden Hill's long ranger, 5'5" freshman. Lost ball from Corzine and goes now back to the Polar Bears. Quick three, a little short. Rebound pulled down. Foul called, but didn't matter. We're going away the Garnet. The tip-off classic today, the Tarbell Pavilion. Just under 12 minutes left to go now here in the first half. 5 fouls already on the Polar Bears. Still nothing from the Garnet. Outside. Near wing, now inside. Corzine. Some great defense on him, but the hook shot a little bit better. 5-point lead for Swarthmore College. Good pass inside, could not get the end one. Fed by Achufusi. Jack Shaw draws the foul from Glastonbury, Connecticut. A 6'6" senior heads to the line last season. 76.5% from the charity stripe. Could not make the first one. Only started one game in his 50 games as a Polar Bear. 6 points averaged last season. He only made one start last year, but out of the 26 games, played all of them. Shea swishes the second. 4-point game. Garnet with the advantage. Quick handoff as Shaw fakes the pass to the right, misses the jumper. Bowdoin driving in. It is a floater miss there from Simmons. Pass up ahead, and then now that's stolen away as well. That's left side, and then hand it back off. Good defense inside. That's stolen away from Visconti. He's a member of the 2,000-point club as he puts his defender on the spin cycle. Could not bring it around and in. He's now at 1,077 points. As an easy pass inside, Polar Bears inching closer to that lead. Now only down 2. As we've just reached the halfway mark of the first half. Pass over to Corzine, and that one was poked away. Timeout is called by Swarthmore. 30-second timeout. A couple early numbers. 5 points by Corzine off the bench. Xander Workman's got more than half of the Polar Bears numbers. Workman for Bowdoin. 4 of 5 shooting, has missed a 3-ball. Does have a rebound in the 7 minutes he's played. Early on shooting a 3-ball, 2 of 7 for the Polar Bears. Only 2 shots for Swarthmore. So they've been trying to make the best of what they can get. Last season, shot 35.5%. Out-rebounded opponents by 7. Last several years, they've hit basically every mark that you can in the NCAA tournament. 15-16 season, well, I should start in the 16-17 season, hitting the Elite 8, or excuse me, second round. 17-18 with the Elite 8. Caprice could not get the shot, but an offensive rebound by Shaw. Paquette will slow things down. He'll give it over to Visconti. He'll give it back to him. A high arcing shot, faded away and good. Finished runner-up for the NCAA championship 18-19 season. That was 29-4 on the year. 28-1 for the 19-20 season. But had to finish 6th in the Sweet 16 because that's when it all started with COVID. No year for 2021 season. And then last season, got finished in the first round, 22-6. They've started this season 1-0. Already got the win at Rowan. As Paquette will cross the logo of Swarthmore, the big red S. Paquette, the 6'2 guard, could not get it to go. He tried to do it himself. Maybe the better play would have passed it off, but did get really deep in there, and that's all you can really ask for. Head coach Kamalski. I mean, any shot that they feel like you can take, I'm sure that is going to be a shot he wants, just like that one for the Polar Bears. 3-pointer good, and it's a 1-point lead for Swarthmore. Shaw looking down low. Paquette was open for a moment. And then the closed. Here's Paquette off the shot. It's blocked. Sire had the shot blocked, and Paquette with a steal now. A 3-on-3, it'll slow it up. A Pass to the right side from Godfrey. Trying to work on the smaller defender for Halpern. Well, an 8-inch difference there and a foul called. I think that's one thing that we've been kind of seeing as well. Just any mismatch that Swarthmore can. They're trying to take advantage of. Bring in a little bit of a little taller group, a little bigger group. And they take advantage of it because the defense gets in the way of the shot. Bowdoin, a 3-ball. That's from James McGowan. And that will give the lead to the Polar Bears, 23-21. Each team not really going away. Nobody can really build a huge lead. Here's Caprice out to the left of Godfrey. Back to Caprice. A defense there for Halpern, but a 3-ball take and rimmed in, out, and then back in for D'Angelo. He's been a staple the last couple of years for Swarthmore, as the Polar Bears will need a timeout. D'Angelo, 20 starts last season out of 23 games. Averaged 16 points. 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Shot 37% from beyond the arc. 24-23 start for Swarthmore. They have the slight advantage. Swarthmore shooting 66% from 3. Bowdoin, 8 assists so far tonight. They've been trying to swing the ball around on a tough, stout Swarthmore defense, just trying to get them out of position, and obviously having the lead just a few minutes ago, they're able to do so. 6:40 left to go in this first half. The Polar Bears really challenging the Garnet. Looks like 2-3 defense. Got sniffed out, and the 3-ball thrown down by Michael Simmons. The leading rebounder at 5.5 boards a game. Highest 3-point percentage last season for the Bears. Here's Mulvey. A foul called. It was James McGowan who was saying he hit me in my throat. You see him making a point basically to his neck. Both feel like pushing and shoving on opposite sides. So Godfrey heads to the line, makes the first. Godfrey good on the first, and there's a chance for a second one here. He does. Ties up the game, 26-all. Here at Tarbell Pavilion. The second half of the doubleheader of the Garnet Tip-Off Classic. Try to get it inside, the foul will be called. A quick swipe, the ball, that's all it'll take. Caprice will come back in. Big man out of Lynchburg, Virginia. All Centennial Conference second team last year. Team leader in rebounds as well. Good run to the baseline. Quick passing. Got it around to the wing. 3 off. Running the other way. Lost it. Sire, quick pass. Backwards. Simmons again, no good. Rebound out. Caprice and then eventually swung over to Corzine. Up and underneath, no. D'Angelo kind of got pushed at the last second there. 3-ball, no good. Last touch, Caprice. He wanted to really corral that and make sure to put 2 hands on it maybe next time. As that, I think it shot off the rim. I don't think he expected the ball to come down, I guess, the way that he did. So it's out and still Polar Bears ball. Bowdoin College now with the lead, 28-26 off the layup. 3-ball, nobody there. No, but a rebound. Yes. We're seeing the size advantage now come into play again for Swarthmore. Got it. James McGowan again finds another bucket. He's been their go-to guy. The 3 fired away. One-point lead for the host of this Garnet Classic. It is the Garnet of Swarthmore College. Layup, no good, did not touch it. Mulvey, the early leading scorer for Swarthmore. 8 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Not only for his 3-pointers, but his free throws. Swarthmore was trying to, I believe, inbound. Came right back out, and the Polar Bears will take advantage. There is just a little less than 4 minutes left to go inside half number 1. We'll go through individual and team stats at the break. That's going to be a travel. It was Jaden Hill who started running with the ball just a little bit before that dribble. Caused the turnover. Still a close one here. Garnet had a close win at Rowan. Might have another one on another nail biter on our hands. That one's in. Another shot, good. Once again, paint points is the key, and they're after a hard screen. It's gonna be Jack Shea. So I think it was a hard screen, but the referee was saying that I think he was going up with his hands, and that's why. It was on Paquette. So he fell to the ground, but he liked the call. Got it back in the offensive direction. Speaking of Paquette, trying some dribble moves to get to the hoop, but found somebody outside. Time ticking down, 6 on the shot clock. Looks back, it is Visconti, no good, and a quick rebound by the Polar Bears. Trying to push up, open 3-ball. Could not capitalize, gonna stay here after a foul. An arm grab there for Corzine, so it's gonna, the offensive possession is gonna stay with Bowdoin. Swarthmore gets Wesleyan tomorrow in the second game. That's going to be at 2 o'clock. At noon, Bowdoin College takes on Haverford. 3-ball up, no good. And another foul is going to be called on Swarthmore. This time it's going to be Michael Caprice. Every game will be that Centennial Conference versus New England Small College Athletic Conference. Haverford will meet Swarthmore later on in the season a few times. As that one is up and good for the Polar Bears. 33-32. 2:18 left to go in the first half. Visconti trying to get around his defender. It's Paquette, launches a three. Does not drop in. Second effort with an offensive rebound. Far side, it's Corzine. They're going to call a block. His feet were moving. Some tough calls here being made. Andrew Kosmalski is, maybe that was a flop, maybe. Kosmalski, a graduate of Davidson in 2000. In his 11th season with the Garnet. The 4-year starter with Davidson. Ranks 4th all-time in rebounding and 17th in scoring. Oh, no good for Corzine, but an offensive rebound. A 4-time Coach of the Year for the conference. That one goes in. Colin Shaw strokes it from long range. 36-32. Thought about the three was Halpern. He'll get it back and take it this time. The Polar Bears have done a very great job of just answering back every single bucket, or almost every single bucket. It's a 1-point game with 1:22 left to go in the first half. Frustrated looks Caprice. He's going to dribble once and then hand it off to Shaw. Back to Caprice now. 5 on the shot clock. Need to get something going here. Desperate effort. Got it to go. Caprice, maybe not the shot that he wanted, but he'll take it. Went in. 56 seconds left to go in the first half. 3-point lead for Swarthmore College. Near side, it was a nice handoff to kind of set the screen as well. All for Simmons. Another kick out for three. Good look, but a bad result as Visconti is fouled in the backcourt. That's going to be number 4 already on Halpern. Here in this first half, he started the game. Normally, a lot of the time you bring out your starters to begin the second half. Not too sure if we're going to see him. Sophomore as a freshman last year, played in 22 games, started 17 of them, had Simmons with 14 points a game. As Halpern checks out. Halpern, the freshman from New York. Here's Hill now. After free throws, it's a 5-point game. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Polar Bears holding it as long as they can here. Screen, pass down low. They're going to kick it back out. 3 ball, no good. They get an offensive rebound. Need one more shot with 2 seconds left. One. Bonnie's flying all over to end the first half. Some great effort by the Polar Bears to stay in this one with Swarthmore College. So the Polar Bears Down 5 to the Garnet. Here in the Garnet Tip-Off Classic. Swarthmore leads 40-35 on the shoulders right now of George Corzine. 9 points, 4 of 5 shooting. Vinny D'Angelo, 2 of 5 shooting. 6 points, 1 made at the free throw line, 1 rebound. 4 rebounds for Visconti. 3 for Paquette. He's been great off the bench. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal for Bowdoin College. 10 points from McGowan off of 4 of 11 shooting, 2 threes made. He also has a rebound. 3 rebounds for Simmons. He's got 7 points. And Workman, who started the game with the first 8 points for the Polar Bears, hasn't sank anything since. I don't think he's really got a chance to in the 7 minutes that he played in that first half. 6 threes made in that first half for the Polar Bears off 18 shots compared to the 4 of 7 made for Swarthmore College. Overall for field goals, 15 of 29 for the Garnet. And for the Polar Bears, 14 of 31. 40-35. Bowdoin College has that 35. Swarthmore College has 40. A nail-biter in the first one that went into overtime. We might need OT again. We still have 20 minutes left to go. We'll be back with second half action. Joe Stauffenberg here for the Garnet Sports Network. Stick around. In about 10 minutes, we'll get you set for the second half. This is the Garnet Sports Network. with the score of 40-35 here at Tarbell Pavilion. Swarthmore College up 5 on Bowdoin College. Bowdoin. Joe Stauffenberg here for the Garnet Sports Network. What should be a great second half, if it's anything like the first. It's going to be an exciting matchup all the way for this next 20 minutes. The crowd got fired up just a few minutes ago for the appearance of Phineas the Phoenix. Taking pictures, getting high fives. Sure, the crowd didn't even need to get fired up, but I guess maybe even more because of the way that the Garnet is playing right now. Defense there. Shooting there. When you shoot over 50% for a half, that'd probably be called a success. Only 7 shots from beyond the arc, but made 4 of them. 51, 57, 75, the shooting line. The Garnet with the ball to start the second half. Last 20 of the day, at least until tomorrow. Starting right now as the second half will get started by George Visconti. I mean, what can you say about him? 6'1" junior. As I mentioned before, he's on the 1,000-point club. Last game, moved to 17th all-time on the all-time scoring list. It was last season that he joined the 1,000-point club. Beginning in this game, he did need to get 30 points to get to 16th. There's a 3-ball up, no good. Michael Simmons makes about 39% of his shots from beyond the arc, at least from last season. Bowdoin College playing their first game of the new year, the second for the Garnet. They're going to swing it around for an open 3. That goes down. As a foul called after the 3 was Michael Caprice getting knocked down. It's a 10-point lead for the Garnet. They're going to get Workman on the foul. They're going to get it on the Polar Bears. They're calling for a sub. Finally, they get the sub in. Nolan Messayer. High pass up. It's actually going to stay with the Garnet after the 3 was made. Caprice trying to work around the paint. And 1. Thank you very much. And 1 more at the line. Swarthmore now starting to pull away. A 7-0 run this first minute of the second half. Shot is up, no good. It's going to stay at that 7 points. And out of bounds on the Garnet. James McGowan, a nice first half for him. 10 points off of 2 of 8 shooting 3, 4 of 11 from the field. He'll kick it out, try to get an assist this time. Instead, there's a quick pass back And it was Besire and a foul called. From the baseline, looking in. We'll find somebody that's quickly sniffed out by D'Angelo. Ooh, looking for Halpern maybe in the corner there. One of the shooters. There is D'Angelo. You can count that as well. They've yet to allow a score for the Polar Bears so far in the second half. And Bowdoin is looking for a timeout. A 9-0 run to start this second half. They've only gotten one shot off on a few possessions. So 49-35, Swarthmore with the lead. 2 fouls each early on. Borstein still with the team leading 9 points, 4 of 5 shooting for that first half, and 6 rebounds. So up next for Swarthmore after this tournament, because you get Wesleyan tomorrow. That's going to be at 2 o'clock. You have to travel to Chester for a date with the Widener Pride. Then it's DeSales, Centerville, PA on the 19th. And that starts conference play on the 22nd. Right here at Tarbell Pavilion. And then a couple of games in a row for the conference. That's when they finally meet Haverford, and then Dickinson College. Starts off December 3rd. Only a few games in December before then reaching January 4th. That's when the full conference season will get underway. Trying for their 3rd Centennial Conference Championship. Won 2 of them. The 16-17 season and the 18-19 season. Last couple of seasons, as I said before, it's been a lot of Swarthmore and Johns Hopkins over the past few years, dominating. Good layup. What a move there from Alex Halpern. And so he'll get 2 on the board. He almost had a 3 on the other way, and a foul called as Godfrey was trying to climb over his defender. A lot of the coaching staff on the bench just said, don't jump, just box. Not even 2 minutes into this second half, 49-37. Last time down the court, the Polar Bears got their first and right now only 2 points of the second half. Simmons directing traffic without the ball. It's McGowan who will look to get inside. He'll pass out. Driving baseline will stop. Simmons with 6 on the shot clock. Ball will go up with 4 on. And a foul called. Some pushing and shoving, trying to get the rebound. And it will be on the Polar Bears. Swarthmore ball. 12-point lead for the team playing host to this tournament. 2 more games tomorrow, 1 at noon, 1 at 2. Bowdoin College and Haverford, a 3-ball. Yes, you can count it. Visconti with a 3. The senior from Clark, New Jersey. Averaged about 14 points last season. Here's McGowan now looking right. He'll dribble there for a moment. Then finally deciding to go in. That one's good. Since he's expanding on a great first half. 12 now for him. Off of 5 of 12 shooting. It's a 13-point lead for Swarthmore. At first looked great, but leg kicked out a little bit too much. Well, Michael Caprice, and so that's going to be a foul on him. His second. For Bowdoin College after tomorrow's game. We'll visit University of Southern Maine. That was a nice block. We'll pass around to Shaw. We'll dribble in, stop, and then look back. Still trying to find that right shot. Mulvey, who had a couple of good shots in the first half. Back to Shaw. 10 on the shot clock. Moving the ball without a dribble, but it couldn't pay off. Simmons, who got in the way. Halpern takes the screen. It would have been a very short three. It looked like there was a foot on the line. Layup, no good. Going the other way. The Polar Bears get visit the University of Southern Maine. UNE, they get it home. And that's going to be an and one. They also get Babson and Colby as well. A lot of tough teams in that New England Small College Athletic Conference. Not saying that there's great teams in the Centennial Conference. I mean, when you think of the great teams in that conference, Swarthmore comes to mind, Johns Hopkins as well. But there's a whole lot of room that any of those teams in the conference, still early on, that's the beautiful thing. Saw it in game. It also was like that game by game. The game of runs. Here's a three ball from the corner. Could not get it. Corzine with his 7th rebound. Pops it out. Visconti with a fresh 20. Tried to get the layup. No good. But it bounced into the arms of Corzine. D'Angelo 3. No. Corzine has had another rebound. A foul called. I love Corzine's the determination to the ball everywhere to try to get the best possible shot at securing that rebound. Hill and now Hansen for Swarthmore. Going at it back and forth. Not just talking, but trying to get around each other. Hill was knocked down. Fans wanted a call from the Polar Bear side. Tried to get it to an open Visconti. Instead, will pass to Corzine and then get it to him. Seen a lot of this passing without a dribble. Trying to get the cleanest shot looked at before anything. Kicked out to D'Angelo, makes the extra pass. 7 on the shot clock, makes another one right back to D'Angelo and puts it in. 13, the lead has jumped up to once again. 14-10 left remaining in the second half. Bowdoin College looking for an open three. They found it, could not capitalize, and the foul called on the Garnet. Timeout will be called by the Polar Bears. Down 13 with 14 minutes to go. I think that's a smart idea. James McGowan still team leader in points, 14 with 6 of 13 shooting. Corzine's got 7 rebounds. He's on double-double watch because he's got 9 points. Vinny D'Angelo with 10 for a team leading in points. Visconti's got 5 rebounds and 9 points tonight. Now he only needs 21 to get the 16th on the all-time scoring list. He has to score a lot of points to become the all-time leading scorer this year. But he could easily, I believe, get into the top 10 if he keeps this pace. A lot of pure shots on this team as well. When you see a ball go up, it just looks like a thing of beauty. Referee coming over to confirm something on the staff of Bowdoin College. The Sire at the line, 14 minutes left to go. Up and no good. Last touch for the Polar Bears. So it's Caprice back in there. Started 22 of the 28 games for Swarthmore College. Up and in. A nice layup there for Swarthmore College, and it was Vinny D'Angelo. Now give him 12 on the night. Foul as Hill was trying to shoot. 5'5" freshman from Boston, Mass. They'll sink the first one. Kind of well, much needed for the Polar Bears because they only have so far gone 1 of 4 at the line. I have 2 of 5. That was a big key last game for Wesleyan. Especially Gabe Ravitz for the Cardinals. 16 of 22 just by himself. That's normally a number that you see for the team. Instead was made by only one person. Mid-range 2, no good from the elbow, as Hill will take it himself all the way down the court. Down low, great collapsing. And then a foul called by Hill trying to go after the ball. Once when you get in to the paint against Swarthmore, good luck. They triple teamed anybody getting in there. Here's Paquette. Paquette 5 points in the first half. Mulvey now back to Paquette. In for Caprice and a double team, trying to get it back out from Mulvey. 5 on the shot clock, tried to stay in, or tried to keep the ball in. But foul called as gets his teammates to help him back up. .12:37 left in the second half. A couple of towels to help mop up the floor. It's a 13-point game, and this has been where the lead has hovered around as Simmons kind of all over Shaw there. Simmons kind of slipped and kind of ran into Shaw. No harm there, but definitely a foul. $17 on the shot clock. Gonna go inside again. We're seeing this movement without a dribble, but Shaw sees the perfect opportunity, goes in with the left hand, and finishes it off for 2. Extends the lead 15. Swarthmore trying to build on that lead. Nice fake handoff, but a little block there. I believe Corzine might have got a hand on it. Paquette lost the ball as he dropped the defender. It's a 2-on-1 in favor of the defense as Hill ran into Paquette, who gave up the ball. So Hill at the line. 5 points, 2 of 2 at the line tonight. And make it 2 of 3 as could not get a friendly roll there. That was the Jim pushing it off the iron there. And a timeout will be called for Swarthmore. Hill for the game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well. Does have a steal. (58-43) the score. Obviously after the timeout, it's going to be Hill shooting free throws. This year, looking at the last several years, starting 2-0 is kind of the name of the game for Swarthmore. The last several years, no matter against basically whoever or wherever, they've started 2-0. It's always good though to always, you start the on the road against Rowan, you get the win there. It's always good to come back after getting a hard-fought win away, and then there's nothing like it. Coming home and playing in front of the home crowd, especially on the opening night. New season, new hopes, new goals. Sometimes a whole new team. This time not really a whole new team, but a lot of familiar faces, but still a couple of new ones. Might see them in the next couple of minutes if the game gets out of hand. Still, though, in reach for the Polar Bears. Inside, quickly to Shaw. That one's in. 16-point lead now for Swarthmore. Nice layup there for Workman, who started off the game with the first 8 points for the Polar Bears, and then in the first half didn't have anything after that. Only played that 7 minutes in that first half. Workman's now 5 of 8 shooting. Probably because of the fouls, 3 of them, along with Halpern. (60-46) in the bonus. Swarthmore College. The 1-and-1 for Paquette. He'll get the first one. Second one good as well. Now 62-46. 16-point advantage. Last year, as high as 8th ranked as a slam dunk by Workman there. But quickly on the other side, Swarthmore says, forget about the dunk. We're going to try to hit you with some points. Was a nice slam down there. Paquette lost the ball because of the Halpern poke away. They're going to give it back to Paquette. Down for 3. 65-48. 17-point advantage. Over to Halpern. After the screen, they'll give it back to Workman. That's exactly what he's doing, working. Really showing off here for the Polar Bears. Still down 15, though. Might be the recipe to try to get back into the game. Corzine head to the bucket, double team, could not get it in. Almost had the offensive rebound as well. Couldn't get his hands up quick enough as the ball shot back. Very close to the line there as they swing it out. And a foul called as Simmons went down. Simmons for a free throw. Got it. Mulvey out there with D'Angelo, Visconti, Shaw, and Godfrey. Simmons, who's shooting the free throws. Halpern, McGowan, and Workman. McGowan, interestingly enough, 4-year varsity starter at Westwood High School. Oh, and it was a alley-oop. It would have been basically a layup. I believe Shaw couldn't get there quick enough. As another 3 will miss. This is the 3rd chance at points here. And a foul will be called as Godfrey trying to back down his defender. He tried to get it into the corner, had a man wide open. If he would have let go, he would have lost the ball. Aiden Godfrey at the line. He had his 3rd career start at Rowan. Got his 4th career start today. Last season average just about 6 points, but a healthy bench piece over the last few years, or over the last year, I should say. Finally gets his hand at maybe starting. So far, two games, 2 starts. It's a nice layup there to get the Polar Bears at least back into some contention here. 11-point deficit. Had a defender slipping, middle of the floor. It was D'Angelo laying it in for 2. 67-54, 8:25 left to go in the second half. 3 ball up and no good. Really gave a big boost to the Polar Bears there. That'll also help. A quick steal. And unable to at least get a shot up. Here goes Hill. High arcing layup, no good as he got knocked down. Shaw fell to the ground. Ball kept bouncing, didn't lose really his dribble. Nice way to stay with it, though, to keep the possession alive. Gonna lead the points, yes. Mulvey only his 2nd career start with the Garnet. Left Reading High School in his sophomore year to go to Brooks School. Scholarship offered at UMass Lowell. And a foul on McGowan. Crossing half court. Crowd going a little crazy. Maybe wanted a little bit more on it. 69-54. Xander Workman, a much needed seat on the bench over the last several minutes. Oh, he's played. He's now tied with McGowan for the team lead in points. McGowan, Workman, and D'Angelo all with a game high 14. And now D'Angelo sits alone with 15 after a made free throw. A 1-and-1. Those are the 9 fouls. And the ball will bounce around and in. So D'Angelo will come in, or Paquette, excuse me, will come in for D'Angelo. Just made 2 free throws there. On a 1-and-1 attempt. 16 points now, with 2 of 3 shooting from the charity stripe. Halpern will slowly dribble up. Trying to dribble through his legs a little bit, trying to fool Mulvey a little bit. Missed the shot, but kind of got lucky. Tried to bring it down, hit the knee, and went out. Swarthmore out rebounding the Polar Bears 30-24. 6 more defensive rebounds. I think it's 7. Under 7 minutes left to go in the second half. Decent size lead for the Garnet. 71-54. Almost a handoff from Caprice. Got to shoot it or run in. He runs in and misses, but he got his own offensive rebound. Mulvey and him getting tied up. 12 on the shot clock. Corzine still on that double-double watch. 9 points, 8 rebounds for him. He can crank another assist. Was Cal Hansen net that one through. First collegiate game. Got 5 points in 10 minutes against Rowan in the win. He also picks up a foul here. I believe his first. No, it'll be his second, excuse me. 7 minutes, 2 points. Godfrey looking to check in along with D'Angelo. Caprice and Paquette take a seat. TJ Chapman making an appearance. 23 games, all off the bench. Made free throw, timeout called for Bowdoin as the Polar Bears look to kind of regroup here. 73-56 the score. Down 17, got down to 11, and then kind of let Swarthmore for the past several minutes kind of get really whatever they wanted. Rebounding has been key, as the Garnet have 8 more rebounds total than the Polar Bears. Points in the paint, 10 more. Bench points, a whole lot more, 31-7. They're outscoring. We saw a number reach the 50s in the Wesleyan Haverford game. An underrated part of basically the team. You know, you always want to look for that next starter and worry about those five that are coming out on the court to start. But that next unit is so crucial. And right now it's paying off for the Garnet. D'Angelo, who's got 16 points. We'll get around his defender. We'll go coast to coast in a matter of 3 seconds. And he'll lay it up and in. 18 points now for D'Angelo. Off of a nice 7-11 shooting. Under 6 minutes to go. Up 19, and another turnover. Corzine will stop, give it to Chapman. He got a nice roar when he checked into the game for the first time. D'Angelo once again, mark him down for 20. 8 of 12 shooting. Total for the game for the Garnet, 57%. It's almost at 58. They're also shooting the mark of 7 of 13 from the three-point arc. Polar Bears get a score. Ball poked out. McGowan said, nope, that wasn't on me, even though it looked like he was the last one to touch it right there. Paquette will come in for D'Angelo. You'd think maybe his night would be over. 20 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal in just 16 minutes for Swarthmore. Shaw has played the most minutes tonight for a member of this Swarthmore team. 27 points. He's got 11 points, or 27 minutes, 11 points there on 5 of 7 shooting. Swarthmore needs somebody to inbound here. They're trying to get a play. Trying to at least set up a play. Here's Chapman, who will inbound it. He'll get it to Mulvey. He'll take a long three with the shot clock ticking down. Simmons long three, nope. Despite the long shot, it looked good. Thought it was gonna do that. Aiden Godfrey buries a three. His first points of the night. Oh, and a block. Corzine. Godfrey couldn't get there. Corzine was there to clean it up. Here's Paquette, kicked it out to Chapman. He was ready for the open three, but a foul called. 80-58 the score. Paquette at the line. Freshman from Vienna, Virginia. 82-58 now. Ball carrier Halpern beat basically his whole team to get into the offensive end. High arcing layup up and good. Will Logue, freshman from Santa Rosa, California. Corzine, it's a jump ball. because of the jump ball. It is Polar Bears ball. And Chapman forced the ball to go backwards, so Hill had to retrieve it with a second left on the clock, getting it back. Up and down. That's going to be an and one for James McGowan, the Polar Bears leader in points. And with a free throw here, he can get a game-high 21. He's already hit 2 free throws and 3 trips to the line. James McGowan doing everything to try to will his team back into the game. As I mentioned before, a 1,000-point scorer at Westwood High School, a 4-year varsity starter. Here's a 3-ball. Godfrey could not get it down. 82-63. Swarthmore College leads. Trying to get to 2-0. As Paquette, after the quick rebound, set, fire, could not get the splash. It was Cal Hansen on the 3. Back to Hill, no. Orzine gets it. That was his 11th rebound. Needs one more point for the double-double. Off the bench. Godfrey looking around on the far side wing. Give to Chapman, good size screen. Chapman a little short on the shot. I don't think it tipped anything. Shouldn't. Defense kind of gave him just a little bit of space, but it was also coming off of a screen. Ball stripped. Paquette jumps on it. The 2-on-1. Pass out to Chapman. 3-ball. No. And Corzine with a 12th rebound. Paquette thought about a 3. We'll look over to Chapman. Inside. Chapman off the glass and in. Tarbell Pavilion going crazy for that bucket. (84-63). It's a 21-point lead for Swarthmore. Under 2 minutes, minute 44 to be exact left. Full timeout. This is looking more like a Garnet win with every second ticking off the clock. So they're looking at moving to 2-0, starting off the season with a win, beating Rowan. Win here today. They play Wesleyan tomorrow. Another New England Small College Athletic Conference opponent who got the win earlier today against Haverford. Haverford and Bowdoin College here will play at noon tomorrow. Mentioned before, it's trip to Widener, trip to DeSales, and then home for 2. One against Muhlenberg College, and then finally against the Haverford Fords. And then a trip to Dickinson College for the end of the first 3 Centennial Conference matchups. Devin Berger in for Swarthmore. Hill in and a block. Get it out of here. Julian 11. That's what he tells Hill. That was a big-time block. Possession remains with the Polar Bears, but gotta love the play. Out of bounds as Matt Ward was trying to save it. So all in for the first time today. Matt Ward, Devin Berger, and Julian Levin, who just got a big-time block there. Sire 2 points inside, 84-65. Pass around to Hansen. Nice layup, just couldn't get it done. Falling with the ball, it was a pass out to Chapman after an offensive rebound. And another reach. Minute 5 left to go in the second half. With a 19-point deficit for the Polar Bears. Knocks it down. Agayo now in for Swarthmore. As the Garnet now up by 20. Under a minute now. Hill trying to direct traffic still in these last minutes of game 1 for the Polar Bears. Finally chased down. Agayo will get the score. And as timeout is called, Tarbell Pavilion loud, even though not packed to the brim. Still a decent sized crowd and very loud. A quick timeout by Bowdoin College. The Polar Bears wanted to talk this over for the last 43 minutes. In the closing minute here at Tarbell Pavilion. Desire up and in with a dunk. Almost gets the ball stripped. 11 now around with 20 on the shot clock. Three-pointer up, no good. It was Ward who took it. You have to marvel at the field goal numbers. It's always something special when you see over the 50% mark from the field. 8 of 12 shooting for Vinny D'Angelo tonight. 8 of 12 shooting, but as a team, 53.2%, 33 of 62 down through the net. 8 of 19 from 3. A foul called defensively as there's 5 seconds left. Holding the Polar Bears to just 6 main threes, all from the first half. They shot 6 more in the second half. And missed them all. Free throw up and good. Makes it a 21-point lead. And Hill out of the game. That Gitter dents in. It's going to be a 22-point win, bearing any last-second shot. Swarthmore College walks away with a big victory here at home. Final score 90-68 in game number 2 of the season. First game here at home for the Garnet, and they get a win. 90-68. Great shooting there. That's from 8 of 12 shooting for Vinny D'Angelo. 4 rebounds. One shy of a double-double. George Corzine, 4 of 6 shooting for 9 points tonight. 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block in a team-high 28 minutes. McGowan, on the other hand, for Bowdoin College, 21 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. 3 rebounds for him, 2 assists, 1 steal. Polar Bears shot only 25%, 6 of 24 on the night. They did not make a single 3 in the second half. Swarthmore made 4 on each, shot 8 of 19 for the game, and a total for field goal percentage of 53.2%, 33 of 62 shooting. Out-rebounded the Polar Bears by 10. Especially on the defensive end, 29-22. Offensively as well, only a little bit more by 3. 41 bench points tonight for Swarthmore as the Garnet get a win. Also outscoring for points in the paint, 44-36. And 14 points off of turnovers for Swarthmore College. So that's going to wrap things up here for tonight. From Tarbell Pavilion, we have seen 2 games tonight, and we get 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow at the 12 o'clock slate, the Bowdoin College Polar Bears. They play with Haverford tomorrow. That game, again, at 12 noon. And then at 2 o'clock, Wesleyan and Swarthmore to finish up the Garnet Tip-Off Classic. That's going to do it here for the Garnet Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in for both games tonight. I'm Joe Stauffenberg. Thanks so much for tuning in. A 90-68 win for the Swarthmore College Garnet over the Polar Bears of Bowdoin College. Once again, I'm Joe Stauffenberg. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the Garnet Sports Network.